welcome to this week's episode of
Phonebox Podcast. Ooh, 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 yeah.
So that wasn't Madonna. It wasn't Britney. And you know, people listening, driving their cars, cleaning their pants. No, not cleaning their pants, tidying their pants. No, they're not cleaning their pants. They're tidying their pants drawers. It's not actually Madonna Britney. You'll be able to tell. It's my sister, Claire Michelle Wetton.
AKA the Wetster.
AKA the Wetster, called the Wetster by absolutely nobody. Stephen's just bought me a festive cup of tea.
Where's
Jingle
mine?
bells up your bum. Michelle, classic 90s name. I'm Emma Louise, classic 90s name. Anyway, welcome to this very festive episode of the Phonebox podcast. If you are interested in us talking through the top 10 Christmas songs, was it of all time or was it just the 90s? I can't remember. It was that good of an episode.
The 90s, I think. Yes,
The
we went
90s.
through each year, didn't we?
We went through each year and we specifically focused a lot on Babe by Take That.
Yes.
I will leave a link to that in the description so you can go and check out that festive podcast. Today we're continuing on our run of a recap of each year from the 90s. So we've already covered the year 1990 in great depth. In fact, People magazine said it was the best podcast episode they'd ever heard about the year 1990.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
As voted for by Taylor Swift and who else?
Matty Healy.
And Matty Healy.
They came back together for one last
comment, and that comment was... So if you are new here, welcome to the podcast. My sister Claire Wetton has done a few episodes with us. She is a top children's TV writer. She's written for Horrible Histories. They have just won another BAFTA. Congratulations. The audience, if you're driving, don't clap your hands. But if you're cleaning your pants, clap your hands in celebration. So what I've decided to do, we're going to go through the year that is 1991. So Claire, where were you in 1991? What were you up to? What were you doing?
I was at the beginning of 1991, I was at primary school, and at the end of 1991, I was at secondary school.
We're going through changes.
I was growing into a little lady.
I was trying to think of another song with change in it.
I'm not a girl, not yet a woman.
I wasn't thinking that. I
still resonate with that song.
I was thinking of oh no.
Everything changes but you.
That would have been another good one. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn. Oh, that hasn't got the word change in it.
Change your minds.
Has it? Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and change your mind. Okay, so
I would say in this period we were singing that song a lot in the car.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm not sure we were.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. Okay, so what we do is we're going to go through the top singles, the top TV, and the top movies of 1991. We're going to chat through them all, and we're going to see if 1991. Oh, what did we say? Did we have something where we were saying was it pants or was it? Or have I invented that?
I can't remember.
Let's say. I want to say pants or bants, but that doesn't even make any sense. Poo or Yahoo?
Gold or cold?
That also doesn't make any sense. Let's say Poo or Yahoo. Okay, we're going to go with the top songs. Would you like to guess any of them? Or would you like me to just go through them with you? Because these...
Guess of 1990? 1991, sorry.
Yeah, 1991.
Yeah. So I remember in year 6, the top songs being... Let's Talk About Sex, Vanilla Ice, Do the Bartman. These were the songs we were singing on the playground. And then over that summer was Bryan Adams. Have I just absolutely nailed it?
You haven't absolutely nailed it, but you've nailed it more than I thought you were going to nail it. We've got a number 5, Do the Bartman.
Do the Bartman. Do the Bartman.
I feel like I knew all the words. Why can't I remember?
Yo, hey, what's happening, dude? I'm a guy with a rep for being rude, terrorizing people wherever they go. It's not intentional, just go with the flow.
can't remember Stephen's phone number. Can remember the Bartman. I drew the Batman. And I
Do
always
that then.
remember we didn't have any way of watching The Simpsons.
No, we didn't have Sky. And so we just imagined that it was good and had t-shirts with pictures of Bart Simpson on and sang the Bartman.
Yeah, I remember going on. So I don't know if you remember this very vividly, Claire, but we used to go on holidays to Spain and buy Spanish like teenage magazines where you
Yeah.
get stickers and all sorts of stuff like that in.
And you
And
couldn't read anything
no,
in it because it was all in Spanish.
all in Spanish, and some of the heartthrobs in it was Spanish. I didn't mind that, but we got stickers, and I feel like I got a Bart Simpson, some sort of toy or something. Or did I buy a Bart Simpson's pencil case? Again, never. I hadn't watched one single episode.
No. The only thing I remember you getting on the front of a magazine was a bit of the Berlin Wall,
Bit
and I
of the
was
Berlin Wall.
nervous.
But
Then, well, I did just get one as well.
I've thought about this over the years a lot. Why would they be giving a piece of the Berlin Wall out on the front of a magazine? Do we think it was that jaunty Spanish humour and it was
Yeah.
pretend?
I don't think it was real.
I thought it was real.
Well, I did at the time. But how many of those magazines must they have sold? Like, where would they have got that much of the Berlin Wall from?
I don't know if it was a Mandela effect. I have tried to Google this in the past. Did they ever give parts of the Berlin Wall away with Spanish
With this,
magazines? And
it definitely happened. I remember it. I remember being really jealous of
my
it.
research is
I must have
inconclusive.
spent all my money on fake Bart Simpson stuff.
Yeah, Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson, number five. Number four. Now, I think these people have been cancelled as so many people are on this podcast. Right, said Fred. I'm too
Yeah,
sexy.
this year was very like there was I'm too sexy. Let's talk about sex. Ooh, I wanna sex you up. And being in year six of primary school and having all of the radio being so rude was an absolute thrill.
I'm going to actually disagree with you. Did you just sing Push It by Salt and Pepper? Why
No, let's talk about sex.
was I thinking you sang Push It by Salt and Pepper?
I don't know.
Because that was about sex, wasn't it? Ah, push it. But that was when I was in year six. I don't know why I thought you sang that. I'm too sexy. Right, said Fred. I think they've been cancelled. It's a great song.
I don't think they've been cancelled. I think they were just very pro Brexit and very
Okay, so they're
yeah.
just
So some
okay.
people are fine with that. I think they were also maybe anti-vaxxers.
So they're polarizing characters.
They're very, very political nowadays.
Was this
Who would
was
have thought?
this the two bald brothers and the one with the hair, or was it just the two bald brothers, or was it
I
one with
think
the
it was
hair?
just one of the brothers, maybe.
Oh,
I
Richard?
think, yeah, I think it was the
Richard
main one,
Fairbrass,
the
okay.
main brother.
Regardless, it's a great song. In this case, I'm going to separate the music from the artist as
Yes.
opinions and say it was a brilliant song.
We're a non-political podcast.
I'm too sexy, and I also really like Don't Talk, Just Kiss.
Don't touch, just kiss. Let your tongue rule around.
But a bum
Gross.
bum bum,
Gross.
gross. Okay, number three, the Shoop Shoop song.
Oh, yeah.
What brilliant song. Brilliant song, a brilliant film. I wanted to be Winona Ryder. I love it all.
I don't think I was that keen on the film. I think I was a bit too young for it. I think I found it a bit boring at the time, but the song was a classic.
I also can't remember the plot of
No,
Mermaids.
I think it was a bit too grown up.
Oh, so is it depressing?
I
All
think,
whilst you're talking, all that's going through my head is, "Does he love me? I want to know." It's just like on a repeat. Now, girl, I'm still. And the song, they look so happy when they were doing the little song in the matching outfits.
yeah, I think the song was so like upbeat that you thought the film was going to be, and it wasn't.
Yeah, they tricked us with that, didn't they? But it was great. Number two, also from a film, That's a Hint.
Mm.
I'm waiting.
Well, it's not Brian Adams because that's got to be number one.
It's not Brian Adams.
What?
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody, of course, because he died, didn't he?
Oh,
That's the year he died.
oh, so it's not the year Wayne's World came out. I was
No, it's the year he died.
mistaken.
Because I remember when I first
Oh,
started secondary school, that was when Freddie Mercury died, and Miss Inch, the head teacher, got on stage and burst out crying and like did a big speech about Freddie Mercury, and we were all like,
oh, go
"What?"
on, go on, Miss Inch. I thought you were going to say she
Yeah,
got on stage and sang the Bohemian Rhapsody. That'd have
no,
been
like
fun.
she burst out crying.
Oh, I thought it was because Wayne's World was out. That makes more sense. So it was Bohemian Rhapsody slash These Are the Days of Our Lives by
Yeah,
Queen.
yeah, that was when he
Sad
died.
times. So number
Yeah,
one though was from a film.
Bryan Adams.
Brian Adams. Everything I do it for you. Could you please say there was a young man from
Oh,
Nottingham?
we got it wrong last time, didn't we? And Melissa told us off.
Should I Google it? What am I
There
going to
was a young
Google?
man from Nottingham who wanted to
No, that's
cross
wrong
the
immediately.
water. Oh, what a joke. He slipped on a rope. No.
There was a young man. I'm Googling this now.
Yeah,
There
we got
was
it
a
wrong last
young
time. We've already done this.
man from, but we'll do it again. From
Nottingham, who wanted
Nottingham.
to cross the water. Oh, what a joke. He slipped on a rope. No.
Oh, this is there was a rich man from Nottingham because I'm doing it in the accent Christian Slater did it in. There was a
Okay.
rich man from Nottingham who tried to cross the river. What a dope. He tripped on a rope. Now look at
Oh,
him
look at him
shiver.
shiver. There you go. That's
Beg
it.
for mercy, rich man, is a line from the 1991 movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Christian Slater says the line as Will Scott Scarlett, and he did say it like, there was a rich man from Nottingham. Great song. Great film.
I tried to watch it recently and it was quite boring.
What was boring about it?
It was very slow going. I got about 20 minutes into it and just thought, I've got better things to do with my life.
Maybe I just liked it because I had a crush on Christian
I
Slater.
mean, we all loved it at the time. There were so many ridiculous things. Our favorite at the time was the fact, and this is so nerdy, but they arrived in Dover and they were walking to
Oh,
Nottingham. They were like, we'll be there by nightfall. And they went via Hadrian's Wall.
they
It's
did
like, these
indeed
guys do not know
walk
geography.
to, not to Nottingham, to Nottingham, to Nottingham.
Via Hadrian's Wall. We'll
It
be
was
there by
also,
nightfall.
it was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? Who was the sheriff? It's the man
Uh,
from Love Actually.
I was Alan Rickman. I was about to say Tony Robinson, but that was
No, that's
Matt.
Maid Marian. No, Alan Rickman. Yeah. Was it Alan Rickman or is that a Mandela effect?
Yeah, no, it was Alan Rickman.
Okay. I think we've covered the songs. Out of those top five songs, what was your favourite? So we got the Bartman. Do the Batman. We got I'm Too Sexy, Shoot Shoot Song, Bohemian Rhapsody, Everything Could Do.
Well, I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the greatest songs of all time, isn't it? But if we're talking like 90s classic, it's got to be Bryan Adams, isn't it? It's like so of the era.
I had it on cassette, a cassette
Yeah.
single, but it was the rubbish ones. You know, sometimes you got the cassettes. Sometimes you got the cassettes
They're
in
in like a
plastic.
plastic,
Those
yeah,
rubbish
like a
ones were fucking
paper sleeve.
cardboard. Like, what's that
Yeah.
about? Those ones were only 99p though. I think that was the difference between a 99p and like a 199 single.
Do you know what I had?
What?
I had the Bartman. Someone gave me, I still remember and a bit bitter about it. For my birthday, someone gave me the Bartman on cassette,
Yeah.
but they'd taped it off the radio and then drawn a picture of Bart Simpson on a lined piece of paper, and that was my birthday present. And I was like, this is a rubbish birthday present.
Not even like a plain piece of paper, a lined piece of paper. God, not that is not good.
Like, you're not being invited to my birthday parties again.
I'm gonna say, if we're gonna go poo or boo for rating the year, I'm gonna say in music, it was oh no, hang on, poo or boo, that's both rubbish.
Yahoo.
Who or Yahoo? For me, 1991 was a Yahoo year for
Yeah,
music.
definitely Yahoo. I think because that year was so specific in my mind of being end of primary, beginning of secondary, I remember the music from that year very, very clearly.
A Boston year. And if you're not from the Midlands, Boston means good. Right. Top five shows in 1991. And one of them I don't really remember, so I'm hoping that you remember it. Okay. I'm gonna give you a clue for number five. It was a cartoon.
Simpsons?
No, well, you would have thought that actually.
What, adult or kids?
Had babies in it.
Muppy Babies.
No.
Oh.
Rugrats.
Oh, Rugrats. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. Oh my God, is that right? Oh,
Yeah,
it
I
just
think
came up
yeah.
on your head playing music. Oh my gosh, it must have thought that me singing was actually the actual real life music. That was Rugrats. I liked it.
I liked
I
Angelica. They were mean to
Oh
her
my
for
God, I was
no
just about to say
reason.
I liked Angelica. She was not very nice in the program. That's why they were mean to
Yeah,
her.
but we liked them.
I liked Angelica, Tommy. I was a little
To be
bit
fair
no,
to Angelica, she had to hang out with a lot of babies
I
all the
wasn't the
time.
one that spoke like that. There was like who was that his Tommy's friend?
I don't know.
He had like ginger hair.
Yeah, I was going to say Chuck.
Chuck, let's have a look at the Rugrats. So there's Tommy, there was Chuck, there was Angelica, there was like twins, wasn't there? Was it like
Yeah,
Phil and Lil or something?
yeah.
God, I remember too. Okay, Chucky Finster, Angelica Pickles, Tommy Pickles, Stu Pickles, that's the dad. There's Susie Carmichael, Lillian, Dill Pickles. Dill Pickles is a funny name, isn't it? Because like a pickle. Um,
I do,
Dee Dee,
yeah.
Dee Dee Pickles. It was a great program. I liked it. It's kids' TV, wasn't it?
It was. It definitely wasn't hard-hitting primetime drama.
Um, great segue. Moving on to hard hitting primetime drama. Number 4, Soldier Soldier.
I don't remember watching this because I was too young. I
But
thought
you,
it was a bit boring. I
but you
remember the
can't forget
phenomenon. I remember the phenomenon.
You can't forget Robson and Jerome.
I remember it as a cultural moment in time.
Was Jill Halfpenny in Soldier Soldier? Have I
Oh,
invented that?
why wouldn't she be? I mean, she should be in everything.
Fresh from Biker Grove.
Everything's better with Jill Halfpenny, I say.
I'm sure I was somewhere recently and Jill Halfpenny walked past me. And I think I said hello to her. She probably like, who is you? I feel like when I went to this morning, I think Jill Halfpenny was there. And I said, oh, hello. And she probably thought, I don't know you. Jill Halfpenny. Um, but fresh from Biker Grove. No, I
She'd
don't
have been
think
young, wouldn't she?
she'd have been too young for Soldier Soldier. Who am I thinking of then?
Because she's only a couple of years older than us, and I was 11.
I don't. She was in EastEnders, Biker Grove. Let's see who else is in Soldier Soldier. And there must be somebody famous that I'm thinking of. Soldier. If you know, leave it in the comments on YouTube. I mean, it'd be too late because oh no, Robson Green, Jerome. No, I don't recognise any of these. I don't know why I thought Jill Halfpenny was in it. Was there one about fire? Maybe she was in that one.
London's
London's
Burning.
Burning. Who knows?
So Soldier Soldier, where was it set?
I thought it was set in Newcastle. Maybe that's why I think it was Jill
Was
Halfpenny was in
they
it.
was it not like MASH that they went not at a war or
No.
their training?
Soldier Soldier is a British television drama. It was produced by Central. Good. 82 episodes, 1991 to 1997. It featured the daily lives of a group of soldiers in A Company, 1st Battalion, the King's Fusiliers. And did not have Jill Halfpenny in it, but did have Robson and Jerome, who are an absolute flipping phenomenon.
Yeah.
Housewives' favourite. If we were Robson and Jerome, who would be Robson? Who would be Jerome? And if you say
I'd
that,
be Robson, you'd be Jerome.
no, you didn't let me speak. I was going to say, if you said I wasn't Robson, you were wrong. There ain't two Robsons. There's a Robson, and then you're the Jerome.
Well, arguably Jerome's had the better long-term career, so
Boy, what's Jerome do now?
he's been in like Game of Thrones and everything.
Well, I ain't seen Game of Thrones, so don't count. Number 3, dinosaurs. Do you remember that program? That was cute.
Oh yeah, that was cute with the baby.
With the baby was weird, wasn't it? That was like Saturday night prime time telly or tea time telly.
Yeah, like 5 o'clock.
I don't remember any of the plot of it. Was it just
It was
dinosaurs?
just
Was it
like the
like
Flintstones,
Alf?
but they were dinosaurs.
Okay, it was like an Alf kind of program.
Um,
No,
no,
because there
because
was no
Alf,
humans in it, was there?
yeah, it was like a sitcom, but they were all dinosaurs. That's it, really. Just
I,
like a normal American
let's see,
sitcom, but
when did it
dinosaurs in it.
end?
I don't think it
Dinosaurs.
was on that long, to be honest.
Dinosaurs show.
Must have been quite
Okay.
expensive to make.
So on for 3 years, 1991 to 1994. I feel like I wanted to have the baby.
Oh yeah, it was so cute.
Okay, so they pulled the plug because of budgets. They didn't want to reduce the dinosaur shots and compromise the show. So they
They
decided to
said it must have
cancel
been
it.
really expensive.
Yeah, they were like, we haven't got the budget. So if you that was the cute little man. He was cute,
Not the
wasn't
mama,
he?
not the mama. He used to say that, didn't he? Whenever the dad came
Yeah.
through.
Oh, it's a Disney show. I didn't know that.
Not the
That was a
mama.
that was a really cute
Probably
program.
on Disney Plus then.
Maybe. Now this is the program I don't know, step by step.
Step by
Yeah,
step.
that's exactly what that's not
Ooh,
right, is it?
baby. No, I don't know either.
Should I Google it? Step one.
We
Okay,
can have lots of fun.
step by step, step by step. Oh, this is an American program. Sometimes I think these lists are odd. It's an American sitcom. Um, Let me show you the picture. Do you recognize any of those people?
I can't see properly.
Maybe
Um,
it was like it looked like it's an American mom and dad with loads of kids.
oh, like stepkids. We
Yes,
didn't
must
have
be.
that, yeah.
Do you think that was well, Claire, if Soldier's in the list, we're either having step by step here, because I don't think Americans were having Soldier. Maybe they were. Let's that's what my list says. If you remember step by step, leave it in the comments. Maybe it was a cable thing we couldn't watch. And then number one, I'm going to do an action and make a noise, and you got to guess what the number one program is. You ready?
Yeah.
Stop googling step by step. Put your phone down. I can see it. Oh,
Home improvement.
Home Improvement. That was a good impression, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what do we think about Home Improvement?
I mean, is it the number one television program?
Claire, it says
This is a
on
mad list. This is a mad list because I just can't imagine that kids' TV have
Claire,
like.
it says on my list. I've got a spreadsheet. I've got a
I
spreadsheet.
believe
It
you. I
says,
believe you.
I
I
said,
believe
it says,
you. I don't believe the list.
if it didn't have Soldier in, I would think, this is not, but this is on my list. I don't
Soldier
want to be.
Soldier was like prime time telly, but all of the rest of them are like
That's what the
after
list says.
school.
What the list says. Do you know what you
Cool.
want?
Well, I suppose it was different times, wasn't it? It's a different times. You just watch what was on the telly.
You just watch what was on the telly. There was no like cable. I mean, there was Simpsons, and we weren't watching it, but you just watched what was on the telly. I'm getting. What are you going to say for? Is it Pooh or Yahoo?
I think it's a pooh.
A Pooh. A
No, it was all
Pooh.
right. It was all right. I liked it. I watched it. I wouldn't
Um,
say it was like one of the greatest TV shows. It was no dinosaurs. Um,
no,
I'd
I
say
mean the whole year was it was
the
it?
whole year was poo. That's rubbish telly.
No, you're wrong. Number one, we liked dinosaurs. Number two, we liked Rugrats. Great. Number three, we like Robson and Jerome.
No, look, if I was going to say my top 10 animations, my top 10 puppet shows, my top 10 sitcoms, my top 10 dramas, none of these shows would be in any of those top 10s. None of them.
But you know what, Claire? It's not all
Yeah.
about you.
Well, you're saying, do I think? Uh, okay, for the world, I will say, what a great year you had. I'm so pleased for you. For me, it was subpar, but my opinion apparently isn't important.
And that, my friends, is true. It's correct. Okay, I'm gonna go. It was a Bahoo. I liked Rugrats. I liked Robson and Jerome. I liked it up on the roof. I liked all the nanas and the mums fancying Robson and Jerome. Thought it was a bit of fun. And I
Yeah.
liked the home improvement man going, oh,
Yes,
oh.
but did you like Robson and Jerome as singers rather than as
Yeah, because we were
you
too
didn't even
young
watch
to
the
watch. Yeah,
TV
we were too
show?
young. Oh God, man, chill your boots. Right, we're going to go on with films, and I'm going to do top 10 films, but I am going to whiz through them.
Okay.
Okay, number 10, Commitment. Yay or nay?
Yay? I haven't seen it in a
Yeah.
long time.
The Commitments was a great film.
Maybe I should
Mal
rewatch that. I reckon I'd like that.
No, I just want to shout Mustang Sally because that was a
That
got
should
some.
be top 10.
Excuse me, my T's repeating myself. Yes, Mustang Sally, The Commitment's a great film. Number 9, Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, absolute classic. Oh,
What's
this is already a good year.
what's the
We should have all
premise?
been.
What's the premise? Can't
I mean,
remember.
what's the premise? He's a policeman who has to look after the kindergarten class, so he has to sit in
Why?
the kindergarten class.
Why?
Does there need to be a reason for Arnold Schwarzenegger being around lots of children? I don't know. I guess maybe he was protecting one of the kids. I can't remember.
It says a tough cop, Arnold Schwarzenegger, must pose as a kindergarten teacher in order to locate a dangerous criminal's ex-wife who may hold the key to putting him behind bars. Did he fall in love with the ex-wife?
Maybe the kindergarten teacher?
I think we need a rewatch.
I think we need to rewatch. Commitments first, kindergarten cop second.
Number 8,
What
Naked
night?
Gun 2.5.
Oh, I have very, very fond memories of this film because my friend Laura Sharp, we went for her birthday, her 12th birthday, to watch it, and her dad sat next to us and he laughed throughout it as if he was going to have a heart attack.
It was a 15, Claire. He'd smuggled you in.
He was like, he couldn't breathe. He was laughing so hard. And so we were just laughing at him. I don't really remember thinking that at any point it was funny, but because he was laughing so much,
It made
it
you
was,
giggle.
it's a thing that we talk about still. That day that Eddie Sharp nearly died.
So the Naked Gun, 2.5, The Smell of Fear. I did have it on VHS. Can't really remember the plot.
I mean, there is no plot. It's terrible.
Were they on a plane? Oh no, I think I'm
That's
thinking of
Airplane.
Aeroplane.
Although I think they might have gone on a plane at some point. I remember the poster was he like sat on top of a gun,
Yeah, you can't see it. He's sat on. He's flying through the air. His legs are stretched, and he's like
sat on top of a
he's
shoot
got
a gun
he's
that's
got
been
his
shot.
feet on two like bombs.
Oh, maybe it was naked the first one.
Lieutenant Frank Drabin discovers that his ex-girlfriend's new beau is involved in a plot to kidnap a scientist who advocates solar energy. Well, there you go then. Number 7. We wouldn't have seen this at the time in 1991, but Sleeping with the Enemy, great film.
Yeah.
Have you ever, I don't think you will have, but I have in the past lined up all like my tins of soup and stuff and thought, oh no, I'm like the man from Sleeping with the Enemy.
I'm thinking of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Remind me of Sleeping with the
Sleeping with the
Enemy.
Enemy is she is well, the plot is a librarian fakes her death to escape her abusive marriage and start a new life elsewhere, but her husband manages to track her down. So she's with this like hot man, and he makes her have all the tins faced in a certain way, like he's really abusive towards her, and she pretends she drowns and then starts this lovely new life. And then I presume he finds her.
Is there a bit where she's like, you think he's dead on the stairs and then he opens his eyes? Is it that film? Because I love that film, whatever that film is.
Maybe, or is he on
And
a
then he
boat?
reaches out and grabs her ankle.
Probably. That was a real trope in those days. I feel there's
Yeah.
another film where people are on a boat and somebody goes, oh, wakes up on a boat. Maybe that's Sleeping with the Enemy. It's a great film. Julie
Yeah.
Roberts.
I think we need another rewatch. Let's do all these apart from Naked Gun.
Yeah. The Addams Family.
That's a good one.
That's a good
That's
one.
it.
Again, featuring the legend that is Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams. Con artists plan to fleece an eccentric family using an accomplice who claims to be their long lost uncle. Spoiler, he is their long lost uncle.
Oh,
When he puts the light bulb in his mouth and it glows. Great film. Number 5, however, I no, this man, I've claimed this man's been cancelled before, and I do apologise. It's another Kevin Costner movie. He's not been cancelled. It's Dancing with Wolves. Never seen it. Couldn't even
boring.
tell you what it's about. Don't
Boring.
think it's got wolves in it. I know that much. A lieutenant assigned to remote civil snore outpost, war outpost, starts questioning his purpose after making contact with a neighbouring Sioux settlement. Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think we started watching it,
Has it
but
got wolves in it?
Right, so my memory of it is that do you remember when you were on holiday in Spain? A lot of memories in Spain, and you would have bars that would say at 3 p.m. on Wednesday we're going to play Adam's Family Values. At Thursday at 2 p.m. we'll play Dancing with Wolves. And I think we were like, we're going to go and watch Dancing with Wolves. It was on like a little tiny screen in a bar, and then we just got bored halfway through.
So is
So
it about somebody who's going to like a settlement to kill people and then he makes friends with the people that he should be killing?
I don't think we were watching it close enough. I know he goes to like Native American
Okay, and then he befriends them,
thing
right?
and befriends them, but I
Maybe I
don't think
need to give it a watch. I know maybe I need to give it a watch. It's got 8 stars, whether some of the other ones have got six. Kindergarten Cop got 6.2. So maybe we need to give it another go.
I think at that age we were too young to really understand the nuances of whatever was going on in that.
No, because we were just like used to see him as Robin Hood. So we were
Yeah.
like, oh, what's this all about? Where are the wolves? Okay, number 4, Three Men and a Little Lady.
One of my all-time
Now
favorites.
that got a 5.5 stars.
What?
Three
I think I went to
ex-dads
see this for my birthday, for my 11th birthday at the
waiting
cinema.
for a star to fall.
Waiting for a star to fall. Yeah,
Uh,
birthday party when I was
you
11.
did, yeah, because I remember going. Three ex-dads quickly discover how empty life is without their little lady and go to outrageous lengths in their efforts to win their daughter back in this critically acclaimed and equally charming sequel. Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, Ted Danson,
What's
1990.
what's the song they sing when they go, now close your eyes and get some sleep? What's the beginning of that?
There's these sweet dreams, how I
Yeah,
long
that's the
to
first
go.
one, but the second one they do a rap to her when she's going to sleep.
I
Now close your
do
eyes and get some
l
sleep.
love the song Waiting for a Star to Fall. That Stephen and I were going to have that as our first dance at the wedding. It's quite hard to dance to. It's quite so we didn't. We
Um,
did practice with it.
I like the little Fiona Shaw cameo as the head teacher at the school.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? I like Fiona Shaw.
Yeah, she's an absolute cracker.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yes, she was good. If you had to marry one of the three men, would it be Selleck, Guttenberg, or Danson?
I think at the time it would have been Gutenberg. Now it would be Selick.
What about Danson?
What about him?
He's lovely. Isn't he married to somebody famous?
Uh, Diane from Cheers. Don't
No,
know.
he's not married to Diane from Cheers. Ted Danson has he's married to somebody famous. Let me see who it is. Ted Danson. Or he's with somebody famous. Ted Danson. Because he did go out with Whoopi Goldberg, didn't he? Girlfriend. Searching. His wife is Mary Steenburgen. Now you're going to say you don't know who that is, but you do know who it is.
What's she been in?
Oh, she's been in loads of things. How can I make you work out who she is?
I can just have a look.
That just looks like a woman. Oh, could you see her then? Look,
Oh yeah.
they're married.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff, hasn't she?
Yeah, but again, I can't think of one single thing. Was she in Parenthood with Steve Martin, or was that?
That's Diane Keaton.
Oh
Oh
no,
no, that's we should not be doing a podcast. We don't know anything.
we do know soon. We're going on this journey together. You want me to remember the cast of Parenthood? What are you talking about, man? Remember that? My brain's full of other stuff. Parenthood cast. Lorelai was in it? No, that can't be right. Oh, maybe she was. Oh, I think there's a TV show, isn't there? We want the
Yeah.
Parenthood film. I think she was the mom in it.
Yeah, she looks like the type.
What does that mean?
She
She
looks like
looks
the
like the
type who would play
type.
a nice mom.
Um,
She's got a nice mom face, hasn't she?
yeah. Yes, it was her. It was her. So you take that back, actually. I do need a podcast because I knew the right answer and I knew that she was in it. I knew she was in it with
Well
at the
done.
top. Thank you very much.
And she was probably about 23.
Yeah, probably about 20p for you pretending to be like a 40-year-old. Take that back. Parenthood is a great film, actually. Um, Right. What number are we on now? Okay. Number three, we wouldn't have seen this film a young FBI age. Oh no, I'm going to do another. Oh no, no, shh. Pretend you didn't hear that. We didn't hear that. I'm going to do
Didn't hear
another
it.
impression. Clarice.
Oh, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, that's a great film. Have you seen it?
I don't think I have, you know.
I don't think that'd be your kind of film.
I think I read the book.
Oh, she read the book.
I know. That
I'm
is
sorry,
often
I
my
haven't.
answer about films.
I, my answer often about films is yes, I did
Even
read.
I hate it about myself.
I haven't watched the film, but I did read the book of Naked Gun 2.5.
When I was younger, you had to pay for films, whereas you could get books from the library for free.
So you went to the library and rented out The Silence of the
I think
Lambs.
so. Yeah, I think I read it from the library.
Young FBI cadet? Couldn't even say, I was going to say cadet must receive the help of an incarcerated, manipulative cannibal killer to help catch another serial killer, a madman who skins his victims. Great film. I would have.
I've I've definitely seen the French and Saunders version of it.
They're basically the same. You've read the
All
book,
you
you've seen the
need.
French Disorders version. If Anthony Hopkins says, have you seen, if you, okay, here's a scenario. You've just written a Horrible Histories episode guest starring Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah,
You're there for the day of the film, and he comes up to you and he says, I don't suppose you've seen Silence of the Lambs. And you'll say, no, Anthony, but I read the book and I saw the French and Saunders version. And he will say to you, just as good.
same.
Same. It is exactly the same. Number two, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I feel you really like this.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I absolutely loved this film as a kid. And I had like the collector's edition box set
You did?
of it in like a big like
You
Terminator tin
did?
with like a booklet and everything. I
You
loved this film.
weirdo.
I watched Terminator 2, thought it was the best film I'd ever seen. It like it blew my mind. And I had never seen Terminator 1. And then I watched Terminator 1 and I hated it.
Do you
I
think it
don't
was
know.
Edward Furlong?
I like in Terminator 2, the Terminator's nice. In Terminator 1, the Terminator's horrible. I didn't like that. He was my
But
chum.
as like a young girl, so you'd have been like, I don't know, maybe 12 or whatever.
11.
Being obsessed with Terminator 2 Judgment Day is really weird.
Loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was the best thing I'd ever seen. But that's because the rest of the time I was watching blooming Home Improvement. My standards were low.
Oh. Did you read the book of Terminator 2?
I didn't, but I would. If there was one. If I went to the library and there was a Terminator 2 book, I read the booklet that came in the collector's edition tin.
Have you still got the collector's edition tin?
I don't think so.
I feel
It was on
like
VHS.
I feel when mum and dad moved house, there was like several boxes, and I had a mooch in the boxes, and I'm sure it's in one of them boxes, you
Oh,
know.
is it? That would be an absolute joy to look at.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in one of those
I
boxes.
haven't seen that film in years and years and years, so I would quite like to watch it again and think, what was it about this that I love so much? Because I don't like action movies,
But do you like Terminators?
only when they're nice. Really didn't like Terminator 1.
Okay, Terminator 2, right. Number one is
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
there was a rich man from Nott. It's like full circle from Nottingham.
Like all
Robin
we talk
Hood
about. We'll
decides
be
to
there by
fight back
nightfall.
as an outlaw when faced with the tyranny of the Sheriff of Nottingham, starring Costner, Freeman, and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
Wasn't as good as Maid Marian, let's be honest.
Oh, I liked it. I did. I think I
Oh,
went
it
and
was
saw that.
good, but it wasn't as good as Maid Marian and Merry Men.
I think I went and saw
Surely.
that at the cinema. No, it wasn't as good as Maid Marian and the Merry Men, but it was still a pretty good film. So
Yeah.
I've not really got much to say about it because I think we covered all we needed to do when we talked about Christian Slater just doing that one. There
Yeah.
was a rich man from Nottingham.
I think like when I watched it again, the beginning was quite violent and like Morgan Freeman had his hand chopped off or something. And I was like, this is a lot less fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yes, and oh, what's her name? Maid Marian. I think she's stuff happens to her as well, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
not. It's not like a fun jovial. You're right. And also 2 hours 23 minutes. That's long for the 90s. That's a long
Yeah.
film. Oh, I
How
hate
long was Terminator?
the Terminator was 2 hours 17.
Oh, not long
Dancing
enough.
with Wolves, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Naked Gun, 1 hour 25 minutes. Thank you very much.
So Costner had two of the top films in that year.
Yeah, two of the
And then the
top
next year was
films.
that Bodyguards.
We're not doing next year. That's the end of
Oh,
next series. I
sorry.
don't want to. I don't want to ruin it. But he was on a bit of a run, wasn't he? So he had the number five film and he had the number one film. Well done, Kevin, if you're listening.
Well done, Kevin.
Yeah, The Bodyguard. Well, we won't. We don't want to pick. Okay, so out of the top 10 films, what are your top three?
Well, Terminator.
Obviously.
I've already forgotten what they were.
Oh, for goodness
Kindergarten
sake.
Cop.
Yep.
Oh, Three Men and a Little Lady. Also, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah. Other films in the top 20, Arachnophobia,
Oh no.
Backdraft, Misery. That's a good film.
I remember someone had for their birthday party like a pirate video of Arachnophobia to watch, and I was like, I don't want to watch it, and I think I
It's a
went and sat in the
PG.
other
It's
room.
a PG, that is, Arachnophobia,
Shut up.
Backdraft, Misery, Green Card, Highlander 2, The Quickening, Awakenings, which is one of the saddest. Have you ever seen Awakenings?
I don't think so.
Dr. Sawyer is a pioneering neurologist who wants to take a risk and give his patients who suffer from encephalitius, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, a drug use of Parkinson's disease. So basically, there is like kind of there's a man in a perpetual catatonic state, as it says there, and he uses this drug, and it means that he's not in the catatonic state. But it also makes him really violent. So in the end, I
Oh,
think they have to stop. Yeah, it's really sad. It's a really, really good film. Robert De Niro, Robin Williams, Dead Again. Not
you
sure I
know what
remember
we
that.
didn't discuss just? I don't know if we discussed it before. The ghost in Three Men and a Little Lady, because that was
I
such a huge thing.
I
It was
have
so
discussed it.
massive.
I did a reel of that on my Instagram, yeah, and I said there's a certain generation that will think one thing when they see this, and it's him walking past, but it's clearly a cardboard cutout.
So obviously. But I wonder whether nowadays it's a clearer image. Like we've got better screens that we can see what it is, because at the time we were 100% convinced it was a ghost.
Oh, what I think it is because we went to see Three Men and a Little Lady once. We were going to have to wait another 2 years for that to come on the telly, and we were convinced it was a ghost. It was a ghost of a little boy, and something
In a
bad had
top
happened
hat.
to him. Yeah, and it's just Ted Danson in a top hat.
I
But
believe that TVs are better quality now, and that's how we can tell that it's not a ghost, because it really did look like a ghost at the time.
maybe they're like doing a cover up, and maybe it was a
Yeah,
ghost.
maybe they went back and refilmed it.
Maybe they're like, Ted, right? I know this sounds a bit weird. Could you put dye your hair from white to reddish? Put a top hat on. We're going to take a photo. We're going to have to refilm this whole scene.
Yeah. I think that makes more sense.
Makes more sense of it not being a ghost and being a
Yeah.
cardboard cutout. And also, who has a cardboard cutout of themselves? Well, the thing is, that character probably would have a cardboard
Yeah,
cutout of
because he was an
himself,
actor,
wouldn't
wasn't
they?
he?
Yeah. Okay, so overall, with films, do we think it's poo or do we think it's Yahoo?
A Yahoo, I think.
I think Yahoo.
I
So
think that's a good batch.
in general, we are going to go with films Yahoo, we're going to go with songs Yahoo, and we're going to go with programs Poohoo.
Oh,
So kind of half and half.
one sec, I'm just going to grab something.
Is it a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson with a top hat on?
I've got, who are we going to out of TV, song, and film awards? Smash It's Poll winner prize
People,
tag.
people who are not watching on YouTube, my sister has actually got a Smash Hits Readers. Oh, I forgot you even had that. A Smash Hits Readers Poll Winner Award
Woo woo! That I purchased.
that she bought. It-
I didn't win it, unfortunately.
so who are we going to give that to for the whole thing?
Well, right. It's a
Oh,
difficult one.
I know who I'm giving it to.
Oh, I was going to say Kevin had a good year, didn't he?
I
But
was going to give it
also,
to.
you know what? We didn't even register. Arnold Schwarzenegger had a good year as well. He had Terminator 2 and Kindergarten Cop. He had a
I'm g-
cracking year.
yeah, but one, Kevin Costner's fit. Two, he had two films in the top 10, and the top one single was only number one because he was in the film. So for
Well, I
me,
think Brian Adams would argue that.
but for me, the year 1991 has got to go to Kevin Costner.
What about Bart Simpson?
Do the Bartman? No. Bart off. That
Well,
wasn't even
no,
the top. That wasn't even the top
I'm going to
program.
give it to Ted Danson's Ghost
And if he
because
could
he's
come and
still got a place in our
it's
hearts.
still got a place in our hearts and our nightmares. So that was 1991. It is Christmas. We will be broke up for a couple of weeks, and then I am back with a brand new season at the start of January. Got some great guests coming up, Claire. I've already recorded a couple of episodes. It's been
Ah,
wonderful. So we've got some good guests. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. This year has been an absolutely amazing. Your support has been wonderful. We were nominated for an award, which was amazing. I had some great guests on. The episode of the year, where, as according to Spotify Wrapped, was with Lou Beckett. So I'll leave that in
oh,
the description as well. Go and check that out. We had some absolutely amazing guests. How can I forget? Start of the year, interviewing Let Loose, Bad Boys Inc.
absolute legends.
He's now in Bucks Fizz as well.
Oh, Matt,
Matthew.
Matthew. He's well. Don't put limits on him. Get him in every band. Every band would be better with a bit of backhype. And then, you know what? Take that could use.
I tell
Now
you
there's
what,
only three of them.
I
Shove a
tell
bit of
you
Matt
what,
in
I,
it. It'd
I
be
don't think
even better.
I don't think he listens to this podcast, but he has got to be one of the nicest people. I've said it about 50 times. He's so nice. He always direct messages. He loves his dogs. He's great. Get him in
Put him
every
in every
band.
band.
Put him in every band. Oh, and we will be going to watch the Rob Williams film over Christmas. So let us know if you're going to go and see that because we plan to, don't we?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. I saw on the news, and I am going to mention this in another podcast, so you might hear this story again. I saw on the news, and by news I mean
TikTok.
TikTok, that a Real Housewives of New York, so we're getting even more like less of a reliable source, went to see it. She didn't even know who Rob Williams was. Said it was amazing.
Oh, good.
Cried. She cried for the last 5 minutes. Then the lights went on. Who was sat next to her? Robbie Williams.
Oh, I don't believe that story.
Do you know what? Somebody in the comments actually said that never happened. That was one of the comments. Well, that never happened.
I'm with that person. That's a made up story. Do you know what though? The other day, this is absolutely true. I went to the cinema to see Wicked and I cried. And when the lights came up, Ariana Grande sitting next to me. Looked to the other side, Jeff Goldblum. I couldn't believe it.
That never happened. I think it was the premiere, Claire. I think it was the premiere. A Real Housewives of New York is not going to lie on the news
Do you know what? If she'd never heard of Robbie Williams, how did she know it was Robbie Williams next to him? Because he's
because it
not
was a
even in the
chimp.
film.
Maybe it was just a
Maybe
chimp.
it was a monkey. Maybe it was Cuddles, Orville's friend.
No, that's Michael Jackson's. Oh, no, that's Bubbles.
Bubbles. Cuddles the monkey.
Oh, anyway, we're going to see it. I trust Carol from Real Housewives of New York. She was married to one of the Kennedys. She ain't going to lie. She's telling the truth.
Yeah, no politician or politician's wife has ever lied about anything.
Right. And on that note, congratulations, Kevin Costner. Congratulations, Ted Danson. Have a Merry Christmas. Claire's actually going to sing us a song.
Hmm.
And it's going to be a
Is it
Christmas
an
one.
original or is it a Christmas song or what do you want?
Surprise us.
Um, it's Christmas on the Phonebox podcast. It's Christmas on the Phonebox podcast. Jingle your bells, oh, jingle your bells, jingle your bells. Woo!
That was amazing. See you next year, guys. Bye.
Bye.